Hi Michael, Phil Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Quick recap on our lesson today. So there was a couple of issues which needed to change. I was really impressed with how you turned up with the club. The club's pretty much online throughout the swing. But if we look at your swing here on the left here as you go back, beautiful takeaway, love that. What we can't see from here is face on is that you have a bit of a shift to the right, so your right hip bumps as opposed to I want it to rotate. So your new feeling now is that when you put your if you used to go side on to the sofa or a kitchen table or something, you want to try and, as you rotate, you want that right hip to move further away from what it's against. Okay, and that will just give you the feeling that you're turning a bit more behind the body, turning a bit more behind the ball, which you get your top half onto the right-hand side as well. I'm going to send you a picture of that as well later on. But if we run through swing here, good to the top, like it here, nice position there. I felt like you over-rotated to get in this position. I'd like to see you swing it a bit shorter, but we'll show you that later. Great there that you've lowered your head slightly, so that shows you compressing the ground. This is just where things went a bit wrong. So if we look at your spine angle as well, like so, as you come down now, you're going to see your bottom move away from that yellow line, which is called early extension. And this is making your spine now straighten. We can see that evidently here because look at now, if you look at your head, it's going above the yellow line. So you're creating space by straightening as opposed to rotating. And the time you actually get into impact, we can see 1, you're off the line with your bottom, 2, your spine's now curved and you look like you're standing up, and 3, your head's above the line. And that's extremely difficult to time. And you're going to hit lots of fins, lots of facts, unless you time your hands well, push cuts and pull draws. So we worked hard on trying to keep these angles. And if we look at you here against the bench, you can see I've got you trying to stay against it. Here, if we just draw some lines again, obviously I don't need to draw a line on your bottom. But if we run through this here, as you start down, you'll see your head staying on the yellow line, which is pretty good. Bum still against the bench, but look at your spine coming in. I mean, that is fantastic. We've got a little bit of clearance. Yes, I'd like to see that right foot starting to turn a little bit more and release, but the spine's on the money. Look at the right elbow there in the swing. That is textbook there, a little slightly folded, and head's still below the line or on the line. So you're staying in flexion and posture. Just as you go through here, Mike, I'd like to see you just let that right foot come up a bit, and that would help your life a little bit more. Love up here, not that we talked about it, and if we did have some other lessons, I love where that club's cutting out much higher with no loft being flipped, where this swing here, if we have a look now, they're very different angles, aren't they? One, this shaft is kicking out this way, I'd say to the left, and this other one is to the right. This swing here on the right for me is you're maintaining club face. This one on the left, there's a bit of a flip there to try and save it. So my other analogy was as well that you're feeling that you look under the kitchen table at this position here, where this swing up here on the left, you can see now you look above it there. So that's my thing. I'm going to send you some more footage, but really good to work with you. Just work on them tilts for me, stay in posture, and we'll see some great results. Thank you.